Okay, welcome back everybody to the channel and to a podcast. This is the first time we've done one in 5 months. Mostly probably my fault, because when American football comes around, I seem to die down with my content, and two, I die down with watching WWE as much for some reason. But it's because I love football, especially college football. I mean that 4 month period where it's on, it's like you're probably not going to get much out of me on Saturdays because that's when it's on and everything. But it's good to be back, and it's good to have my co-host back. Felix, how are you doing today, sir?
Yeah, I've been really good. Just been really busy myself with work and other stuff, just life responsibilities in general. Yeah, in fact, as I told you before we just went live, I'm midway through painting my room. So if you guys see this shit up here, it's because I'm midway through painting. So pay that no mind. But yeah, no, yeah, life's been good. Can't complain.
Yeah, I can't complain either. Just overall in general. I mean, I know I ain't gonna lie to you. They didn't really do a big build up to Royal Rumble because they knew it was in Saudi, so they didn't have to sell much tickets because the Saudi people are going to come to the show no matter what. That now you can disagree or agree with Saudi stuff and all that, but their fans always show up to these events, so I good on them for that. I mean, what's your excitement level overall for just the show for the Royal Rumble this Saturday?
I mean, with the Royal Rumble is one of the few WWE pay per views or PLEs, whatever, that I actually get excited for every year, no matter if I haven't watched the build or like if I have watched the build. If the build's shit, the build's good. Like no matter what happens, I'm always pretty excited for the Royal Rumble because it's one of my favorite shows of the year. Um, but yeah, compared to other years, the excitement is definitely not as high as others. Just I don't know what it is about this year, but like you said, they haven't really done a good job of building it. I don't think. Um, but yeah, no. Aside from that, I'm still excited because I think there will. I think it will be a good show for the most part. I'm pretty excited for the women's rumble. I'm more excited for the women's rumble than the men's rumble. Funny enough. Um, but yeah, I think both rumbles were good. I think both rumbles will feature some surprises. I don't think there's any. I don't think there's going to be any like oh my god, holy shit, like never saw it coming surprises, but I think there will be a couple there you go, ooh, okay. So yeah, no, I think it'll be good.
I think this is the first year in a while that I don't think we need to have that. Holy shit! Oh, he's here or she's here.
Mm.
I don't think we need that,
No,
and
because
that's
the rosters are pretty stacked, to be fair.
yeah, and I think that's just the equivalent of on the more on the women's side. Bro, this is the most stacked women's roster I think I've seen in forever. With main roster NXT people that will be in the Rumble probably, and some that could be called up soon. I mean, that women's roster, and like I think I said this when we did our last one for Saturday Night's Main Event in Atlanta and Evolution. I went to that Evolution show, vlogs up on the channel and everything. That might have been the best show that I think I've ever went to, and for it to be just an all women's show says a lot because you wouldn't think that's one of your favorite shows to go to, but that's how that's how good most or all the women like absolutely killed it on the show. Um, this women's roster is like killing me.
This isn't even me making an Omos joke, but I'm genuinely curious if he's in the match since he did some promotional stuff in Saudi. Potentially, I haven't actually got him on the potential returns list, but I mean, it is one that is possible. I'm not saying it's not, it is. Um, I just personally don't think it'll happen. I think there will be others way more likely than Omos, but hey, you never know. You never know.
Yeah. So I mean, my excitement level. I think my excitement level is just like it always is when there's a when Rumble comes around. Like I might not be too excited, but like when it gets closer and closer, I'm very much ready because the Rumble is just one of those concepts that I love. So I can't. Um, Before we talk about Rumble and maybe go into some of the Saturday night's main event and everything, and trying to get your opinion on it, I've got some quick, well, somewhat quick news. Um, I don't know what you think about Powerhouse Hobbs' new name going to be Royce Keys. Now it actually has meaning, just like Blake Monroe's has meaning, and Royce is actually his son's name. Now I don't know what Keys come from, but I actually like that name. I don't know because sometimes you hear these names and you're like, I don't know. It might grow on me, but I actually like that name. I don't know. You care
Yeah,
about you care about name, like I'm not a big name person. Like I don't really care most of the time, but I actually like that because it has meaning. Just like Ricky's Saints, because Saints is from Louisiana. He's a Saints fan. I understand.
well, I mean, I think with me with names, it depends on what the name is. Like, it depends on how bad it is. Like, if it's a really, really bad name, like some of the shit that Vince came out with certain people, like that was just beyond god awful, and it just actually damaged the wrestlers. But if it's just a little name change and it sounds all right, and it's gonna eventually grow on you, whatever. I'm just like, it is what it is. I mean, it's not really going to change that much. Like for example, a name change that like was pretty much nothing, and it was you know it's like life went on as normal. Io Shirai to Io Sky. No one really put up a fuss about that one.
Yeah,
The name changes like that is fine. Or you know, Blake Monroe, like changing a name to Blake Monroe when she came to WWE. There was a bit of like people going like, "Oh, why'd she change the name?" Blah blah blah. But after that, people were just like, "Ah, we don't care." So yeah. Vince would have called Powerhouse Hobbs Big Strong Hobnob. Oh, fuck's sake. You know what? Yeah, go for it.
Mr. Hobbs would
Go
have
for it.
definitely. Vince would have pushed Hobbs to the moon because he loves
Mm,
wrestlers that looks like that. That's just how
yeah.
Vince was. Other news, a little bit, something that I'm not really shocked to see. WWE is locked into a AJ Lee and Becky Lynch match at WrestleMania.
Ooh, so surprised. I'm so shocked about that.
I don't know how you feel about this. I love AJ Lee. Mm. And I know she only had that one match, and I think she needs to be more active for me, just because her promo work, some of the promo work since she's been back, I'm not going to lie, not really a big fan of, and I hate to say that because I love AJ.
Yeah, no, I agree. Some of her promos have been a bit flat. Um, and sort of like the same promo like time after time, which is a shame because like back when AJ Lee was full time in WWE, her promos were like one of her best assets. Like she was one of the best on the mic at that time.
And
Um,
it reminds me, it reminds me when Punk came back, he was still good on the mic, but it seemed like he didn't know which way he wanted to go with stuff. And
mm.
this reminds me of it. Like this is why I think she needs to have more reps and be more active. Because I feel like if you're being more active, then you understand, hey, I need to do this or that on a promo or a segment or something like that. So
I think I think like you said, if she was more active, I think if she after she pushes past Becky at WrestleMania, she still sticks around for more runs and stuff, which she should do. I think the more people she feuds with, the more she's gonna get used to being on the mic again and being on the mic against different superstars and really knowing what direction she wants to take a character. Because for now, like her character seems kind of just I'm not saying aimless, just sort of just trying to do a rehash of what she did when she was first to WWE, but with just less inspiration behind it.
Hmm.
So, um, yeah, I think that's the only thing with AJ Lee. But like, I'm still going to be excited for when she returns to the Rumble because I think she will return to the Rumble and she will obviously have that back and forth with Becky, and they're going to face off at WrestleMania, which I will be excited for that because I mean they're two great women facing off against each other. Like it's going to be a great match, I imagine. Um, yeah, I just hope after WrestleMania she will actually have something good for her to do, especially if she wins at Mania and she wins the Intercontinental title, which I'm pretty sure she will. I could just see that coming from a mile away. I just hope that she will then have a good title reign and not just have like a Roman. I mean, Roman had a great title reign. Don't get me wrong, but the one where he was like off TV for like a lot of the time, um, I want her to be around a decent amount. I'm not saying she has to be around full time, but more than she has been, especially
Yeah,
if she is a champion by that point.
yeah, that's for sure. Um, let's see here. A lot of noise, and I don't know if you've seen it about WWE running a major show in August of 2026 in Wales.
Yes, I did see that, and yep, I really hope that's true. Obviously, since I live in Cardiff, obviously, yeah, I really hope that's true because Clash of the Castle back when it was in Cardiff was incredible, incredible. Um, So yeah, I'm just hoping that's going to happen again. Especially as a fun fact, when they were in Cardiff, the club that I DJ at called Metros, they did a wrestling after party after Clash, and obviously I was not at Metros back then. Um yeah, so but now I am. So if they do another Clash and then they do another wrestling after party, I could be a part of that with a fellow DJ friend of mine who also is a wrestling fan. So it would just be a good time for me, just selfishly. Um, but yeah, no, I really hope that's true because the first Clash was amazing, and I'm sure they would do another fantastic show if they were to do another one in Cardiff. So yeah, I'm all for it, obviously.
Yeah, I saw that the other day, and I saw this in an article, and I was like, yeah, that would be good because it was a very good show. So I mean, and that was that in 2022.
I want to say 2022. Yeah.
So I mean, it would have been close to almost 4 years. So that'd be good. Hi, Greg. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you for
Hello.
coming in. If you're watching live or if you happen to be watching on demand when it gets on, please hit that like button. Greatly appreciate it if you do. I just want to point out because Jimmy Uso has missed some time. I hope it's nothing serious with Naomi and everything. So because it hasn't really came out, but it says due to a family situation. So I'm guessing it's with
Mm,
Naomi. So hopefully that's good because I know this just just it's just common. Naomi is with her age, she's really high risk with the baby. So like there's a when you're high risk, there's a good chance of the baby not surviving with certain like implications. So I really hope it's nothing like that though. So I'm hoping for the best for them because he
yeah,
hasn't
fingers
he,
crossed.
he hasn't been on television because of that. And people's like, "Oh, here comes Jay doing this and that." They haven't done anything with the tag team titles. Like, come on, morons! Like, come on, like, come on. Um, well, so Tommaso Ciampa will be leaving the WWE, and he's going to be doing probably the same thing as carrying Killer Cross, being out and about like in the indie scene. So I hope he gets a good payday with his stuff and everything. I mean, NXT Champa was so good that I don't know how the hell it didn't transform to the main roster, but it is what it is.
I'll tell you why. Because when Champa first went to the main roster, Vince was there. And I know Triple H hasn't really treated Champa that well since he's taken over either. But I think by that point, Champa and Gargano were both damaged goods at that point. Like they kind of they needed either a gimmick change, well, not a full on gimmick change, just a bit of a character change. I know they turned heel while they were a tag team at one point, but like just more than that, I think they just needed something different in order to grab the attention of the fans on the main roster. But they just weren't utilized ever on the main roster how they should have. But yeah, like we said, like Champa back in NXT when he was NXT champion, and even before he was NXT champion, just doing the feud with Gargano, the Black Card Champa, like one of the greatest heels in the modern era of WWE that I can remember. That was peak NXT, just Champa at his best. It was brilliant.
Bro, if you come out with no theme music and you're getting booed like crazy, like, do you realize how big of a heel you are when you're getting that big of a reaction with no music? You just do this. You just walk out and you get booed.
One of
So,
the best NXT entrances ever, just purely for that alone. Just
yeah.
walking out to no theme music, everyone booing and chanting abuse at him. Like it was brilliant. No theme song. I wasn't even in 2K19 when he was NXT champion. What a time that was! Yeah, I remember that. Wasn't even in the game, despite being NXT champion. Like you don't see that type of shit from a heel like in the modern era of WWE. You really don't. But yeah, it's such a shame that things didn't turn out the way it should have with Champa and Gargano as well. Like both of them should have gone on to do amazing things on the main roster, like so many other NXT superstars as well. Like there's countless. We'd be here all day if we were to go through all the people from NXT that went up to the main roster and should have done better or should have been better on the main roster, should have been utilized better. But yeah, I hope Champa goes on and kills it wherever he goes. Um, Gargano is staying to WWE, isn't he? Like for now.
I know his contract is. They're just going. It's just going to run out. Like, so he's not
Mm.
going to be like doing anything else. So I know his contract is just going to run out, and that's it.
When does his contract run out?
I don't know, but very soon. I know
Mm.
very soon. I
So
don't
yeah,
know.
I would. So yeah, I would assume he's just going to see out his contract and then probably join Champa when his contract runs out. But I don't know what Gargano does from here. But like in terms of the rest of his WWE career, probably just ain't going to be featured until his contract runs out, unfortunately. But yeah,
Yeah,
I hope Gargano and Champa, well, Champa now, Gargano later. I hope they kill it on the indie scene. And yeah, I hope they do make an eventual return to WWE in the far future, like a McIntyre did, or Zack Ryder,
yeah.
people like that, like who have gone on to be like become better on the indie scene and then come back to WWE far better than they were before. I I hope that happens for them because I think they deserve to be in WWE. I think they deserve to be in the top like promotion. So yeah, I hope they kill it wherever they go. Gargano and Candice are carrying on the feud with Fraxium right now. Yeah, fair. Um,
Dog, I'm gonna just tell you right now that laugh and me smiling and laughing. Look, Factum is a good tag team, but why is he feuding with them now? Let's end that and then because he's over here. Did you see how ridiculous? I mean, whoever came up with the spot was they need a raise because it was funny. They put a mask over Candice LeRae, and Candice LeRae ended up hitting Johnny, and that's how he lost with a roll up pin. Now it was a brilliant spot, but I'm thinking if he's doing stuff like that, it won't be long before he ain't used anymore. I hate to say it.
yeah, no, exactly. Like it's crazy that Triple H like with those two being his guys like in NXT, like they them two were his main guys in NXT back in the day. Like I would have thought, under Triple H, he would have pushed them to like, world title fucking people, but
Well,
no,
well, well,
didn't turn
well
out that way.
you know what's ironic? I don't know who I was watching something and they were talking about Champa. It was like another podcast, I love watching podcasts. I hate to do it. I hate to say it. Eager around to get into that U.S. title conversation. That's actually where I'm going with this. So they need to turn him babyface. He's playing a heel right now. And I'm sorry, but Johnny Gargano by himself, or
Is not here.
even with his wife, Johnny is the biggest baby face that you could do. Like, he's not really a true heel. Baby face. Do that, you can get him in the mid card championship, and maybe we can reverse all this, nonsense. Get me in the Rumble, Hunter. I don't know if you want in that Royal Rumble. You might get crushed by all these damn monsters, beasts, and everyone. So I'm just saying. Um, WWE plans to have surprise names come in for the Royal Rumble traveling later in the week than the rest of the roster. So they're going to have them come in like a day or two later. So they can so the company said they're confident they can keep the names a surprise than what they used to be able to do with Saudi. Smart.
Yeah, it's smart. I mean, hopefully they are able to do that because yeah, actual genuine surprises and returns, like without being spoilt on the internet, is a rare breed nowadays. It
Now
is a
now
dying out.
now look, I will say this. Triple H and his crew are very good at keeping surprises.
True, they are. Yeah, they have done quite a bit of that lately. So hopefully they'll continue that.
So
I
we'll
mean,
see. We'll see if
a,
that
ru-
happens.
a rumble return that like is still amazing. Like to this day, a few years later, that wasn't spoiled on the internet was Edge, and that will forever be, in my opinion, the greatest War Rumble return of all time. Like, I know there's some that like there's John Cena when he came back from injury and all that shit, but in my opinion, nothing touches Edge. Nothing touches Edge.
I,
Um, I see through to his lies. I know Y2J is in disguise on that construction team building the stadium.
no, that's wild. That's wild to say. That is so damn wild to say. Oh my gosh.
Fucking hell.
Um,
But yeah, we'll touch on Y2J later.
yeah, for sure. Um, Rey Mysterio, boy, Rey cannot stay away from injuries. So legitimately, it was called that he got injured during his match on Raw this week. It was the spot where they were on the outside. He was like on the shoulders of Theory, and he did like a hurricane or something. And when he landed, I guess he landed something wrong on his either ankle, knee, or something. So I mean, hey, that might be a spot that Finn Balor could actually be in. Take Ray's spot since there's no more spots in the damn Royal Rumble, according to Pierce, for Finn Balor. So maybe Finn takes Ray's spot. I don't know.
Maybe, maybe. Honestly, I hope he does because like they need to have Finn in the Royal Rumble.
Dog,
Like,
dog, look, I didn't mean to cut you off, but when Adam Pierce said there's no more spots in the Royal Rumble, I said, are you fing kidding me? Like, come on, dog. You're telling me we can't replace so and so or something with Finn Balor? Like, come
with
on
Finn
now.
Balor. Yeah, like come on, like Finn is going to be watching Mr. Beast enter the Rumble. He's going to be watching Ice Show Speed appear in the fucking Rumble again. Ugh, God, Finn could beat someone up on the way in and take the spot. Yeah, he can, but I don't think he needs to do that. I think he can just take Ray's spot, like Tyler said. Because if Ray's not going to be in the Rumble, he's injured. That's prime position for Finn Balor to take that position,
And
especially as he asked is.
I'm sorry, in
Um,
this day and age that Finn has like gained momentum in the last few weeks, or the start of the year. I'd rather see him because he has a legit more chance to potentially maybe be a dark horse or like actually make you feel like he might win the Royal Rumble instead of a Rey Mysterio. Sorry, but Ray's not winning it in his day and
no,
age.
no, never in a
Not now.
million years.
Not now.
No, not now. So yeah, no, I think Finn will take Ray's spot. I think that will happen. and which it should happen because Finn should be in the Rumble. Like with him gaining momentum in the last few weeks, like you said, like him bringing back his theme music, his old theme music. Hopefully, that's a permanent change, not just a one-time thing. And him facing Punk for the world title, although losing, putting on a great match. Yeah, I think you got to strike while the iron's hot with Finn and put him in the Rumble. Have him be in there for a good little while. Obviously, he's not going to win it, but have him last for quite a while and try and build that face turn up a little bit more in the match. Like, I think that face turn with Finn Balor is imminent. So, which
Yeah,
should happen because he's outgrown the Judgment Day. He's outgrown it. So he needs to leave that faction.
yeah, it's time. Talking about the Judgment Day, JD McDonough won't be back from injury anytime soon. It's looking like it'll be around WrestleMania or the spring potentially.
Is Dom in the Rumble? Maybe Finn takes him out, makes things in the clubhouse interesting. Yeah, maybe. Or yeah, like maybe Finn. If Dom is in the Rumble, maybe Finn eliminates Dom, or Dom eliminates Finn, and that creates more tension. Like who knows? Who knows?
I don't. I with Yusuf saying with what happened on Monday, who knows if a face turn is near. I think it will happen for Finn, but I think it's got to be. I think JD has to be back as well.
Mm.
I think the entire crew has to be back when it does that. I think Liv should finally win the Rumble this year. No disrespect to Bianca, but I'm not a fan of return winners if Bianca wins. It's literally copy and paste like what they did with Charlotte last year. I mean, I understand that for sure, but
We'll
it
we'll get on to that
yeah,
later with the Rumble winners and all that when we go through our predictions and
yeah,
stuff. But I we will have our say on that one. Yeah, we'll talk about that a bit later.
yeah. And then the last roundup, um, that I'm seeing and everything. Um, so this is the new update for today. Rey Mysterio's injury is not that serious. So that's an update. I don't know what that means, but it is not that serious.
Doesn't
Um,
mean that he'll definitely be back in time for the Rumble though. So the jury's out on that one. I think
um, the production for the Royal Rumble this year in Saudi is supposed to be level of WrestleMania.
that's no surprise. Pretty much every show that is in Saudi, the production and the set and everything is always like WrestleMania fucking size and stature. Like it always is. So I expect it to be the same.
Yeah.
It means Boyka will win the Rumble. Yeah,
No.
no. If Rey Mysterio wins the Rumble, I'll get a tattoo of his mask on my arm. It ain't happening.
Oh, here you go with saying stuff like that. Boy, if it happens, man, I'm just
It
saying.
ain't happening. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. I'm like extremely confident. Like I couldn't be any more confident that it won't happen.
All right. I've got the Royal Rumble card and people that's already in it. So, but
That would be a sweet
but
tattoo. I mean, yeah, it would just not a tattoo I would want
I
personally,
get a
but
tattoo
yeah.
of his mask mask
Oh
on my
my
face.
God.
Oh my gosh. Before we start talking about the Royal Rumble and getting into the good stuff, uh, did you get to a chance to watch Saturday night's main event this past weekend?
I didn't know. I was busy with working and stuff.
Okay, so this Jacob Fatu and Cody Rhodes brawl probably some of the best. Like this Saturday night's main event, it's basically a house show but on television, but advanced. And I think this was the best Saturday night's main event that they had. Um, and the only thing I'm going to say is, because we're going, you know what? Let's just go to the Royal Rumble card. The matches will be quick and simple, and then we'll talk about the Rumbles. Drew McIntyre, he is 11-0 or 12-0 against Sami Zayn, and it's for the WWE Championship. I forget which one, if it's 11-0, 12-0, but it doesn't matter. He's going to stay undefeated against Sami Zayn, okay? Drew is not losing his first title defense. If he does, I hope his contract ain't much so he can just do whatever because, I mean, they basically wasted him.
Yeah, no, Drew is definitely retaining. There's no way he's losing his first title defense. No chance. Yeah, Drew's retaining. Sorry, Sammy, but you're about to be 13-0 or 14-0 or however much it will be. Yeah, Drew retains easy peasy.
Yeah, not much to say about that. I'm sure it'll be a good match, but um, I think
Do you think Cody Rhodes and Chico Fatu will get involved in this match?
no. I
Yeah,
think I
no,
think I think Drew will just Drew might cheat or something, but and it'll say, "Oh, Sammy didn't lose clean." That might be a
mm.
thing.
Yeah, no, I think Drew will do some shenanigans to like cheat and win, but yeah, no, I do agree. I don't think Cody and Fatu will get involved because I was thinking like at first like maybe they could like get involved because I know they're sort of teasing the triple threat of Fatu, um, McIntyre and Rhodes. They're sort of teasing that triple threat. Fatu maybe Sammy will think it's not very oozy of him. Great, great joke. Fair play. Um, but yeah, no, I was thinking like they're teasing that triple threat, so I was like maybe they'll get involved, but no, I think they'll save that.
Yeah. Um. Something. This match I'm looking forward to. The outcome, maybe not so much. AJ
Mm.
Styles versus Gunther. Styles' career is on the line if he loses, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't want and and they keep on saying it, so it feels like he's going to lose to me. His WWE career.
Yeah, I was debating back and forth with this in my head. It was like if Gunter wins, which I think he will, I think it's pretty obvious he will. Um, will it be his WWE career or will it be his actual in-ring professional wrestling career? I'm keeping my delusion Styles is winning. No, no, it's not happening. I'd like to see AJ go back to TNA's final run. That's what I'm getting to. So it's what will happen. Like, will he just retire from wrestling just in general, or will he just retire from WWE and then go to TNA for one final run? And then retire then at TNA. I think that should happen because I do think if there's any place AJ Styles should end his in-ring career, it's TNA because it's what made him. I as much as Styles has made an impact in WWE over the last decade, it's TNA ultimately where he was at his peak of his career and was at his best. You know, he's made his name. You know, in my opinion, that he's Mr. TNA for fuck's sake. Mr. TNA should end his career at TNA. I'm telling myself Shinsuke's story post and delete felt like Unreal Season 3 material. Right? Yeah, as soon as I saw that, I was just like, oh, Nakamura, mate, you really shouldn't have done that because you just essentially spoiled the Rumble outcome. Well done, mate. Well done. But yeah, no, like it just feels like a retirement thing anyway. Because like, you know, he's facing old foes, like facing Nakamura and all that sort of stuff. It feels like the end of his WWE run. So yeah, Gunter's winning. It's gonna be sad for me because like Styles is one of my favorite, if not my favorite wrestler of all time. Like just from seeing him debut at the Royal Rumble 10 years ago to then checking out his stuff in TNA, New Japan, and like him becoming my favorite wrestler, like over the course of time, it's going to be really sad for me. But I just hope it just leads to him having one last run in TNA and calling it a career there. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to this match because I think it will be an incredible match. But yeah, the outcome I'm not really looking forward to.
Yeah. Oh man. It's crazy to say this, but I still think AJ could do his last run in WWE. I'd rather see it like that. I understand the TNA notion of wanting him to do his final run there as well. So if it is his final match, I hope he does have a last run in TNA because I feel like I know he said this is his last year, but I feel like he's got like 2 more years. Like he could do 2 more years and be like still be like solid. So I don't know. Um,
I mean, this is what I personally think will happen. I think he will like have his final match with Gunter, like in WWE, and then I think he will go to TNA. I think he'll have a short last run with TNA, but a run nonetheless. When is Slammiversary? Like, when does Slammiversary come around?
it's normally in Slammiversary. Oh, I don't know. I'm very bad because the only TNA big pay per view that I know or what month it's normally in is Bound for Glory because that's in my month. That's in my birth month in October most of the time.
Mm,
Summerversary is probably in like August, maybe.
the event has been held in July since 2017. So July is basically when Slammiversary. So yeah, I think Styles will have a short run in TNA and go until Slammiversary, and I think he'll have his final in ring career match at Slammiversary this year. That's my prediction. I don't know who he faces there, but I think that will be what happens. That match, Saturday Night Main Event, showed Shinsuke has it, still has it too. I don't want any one of these guys to retire. I know, man. Like Styles and Nakamura over the last like 7, 8 years have been some of my favorite wrestlers to watch. Even when Nakamura dropped off a bit and like he wasn't featured very much, and still that I love Nakamura ever since his NXT days. It's been one of my favorite wrestlers. And obviously, when they faced off at WrestleMania, it was a huge disappointment, and I was very gutted that disappointed a whole lot. I need to watch this Saturday Night Main Event match as soon as I have like some free time. I will be watching that match because I heard it was much better, much miles better than the WrestleMania match. So I definitely want to watch that to try and at least feel some fucking positivity about Styles and Nakamura. Yeah, so I mean, I don't think it'll be. Also, I don't think it'll be as good as their New Japan match, but at least it'll be better than WrestleMania one anyway. But yeah, no, thing is with Nakamura, I think with Shinsuke, when he wants to turn it up, he will. It's just I think the last few years, because he hasn't been featured very much, I don't think he feels like he needs to put in too much effort whenever he's featured because he just knows it's not going to make much of a difference, which is why you see him put little effort in some matches. But when he wants to turn it up, oh my god, yeah, he's still got it. Like he can keep going for many more years if he needs to.
Yeah,
Which is why I want him to go back to Japan because I feel like he would just be back at his best there. Like WWE doesn't really feature him. Just go back to Japan for one more run and then call it there. That's what I think, anyway.
yeah. Um, yeah. I want to be with Yusuf and have a delusion that AJ Styles is somehow. Thank you. It was on purpose to wear a AJ Styles shirt on this stream. Um, I want to have a delusion and belief that AJ is going to win, just like Yusuf. But I'm gonna be honest. All the signs with seeing a Styles and Nakamura match real quick, Styles and Punk on Raw. It really makes me definitely feel like AJ's WWE career is coming to an end. So I'm gonna go with Gunther. Um, and I'm going to just pray and hope that AJ Styles actually somehow wins or does not. His WWE career ain't over with, in my opinion. So,
Say Gunter wins. Say Gunter wins. D- Does Styles tap out or does he pass out?
God, I hope he passes out.
I
I,
hope so too.
I'm just going to say this. I know a lot of people did not like John Cena tapping out. but I wasn't really against it that much. I wasn't against it that much.
Yeah, because I think it made sense for Cena because like it was him basically saying like, "Yep, that's all I have. Like I'm tapping like it that yeah I'm done basically essentially I'm done." Whereas Styles, I think it would make more sense for him to just pass out. I don't think he needs to tap out like for any storyline reasons. I don't think he needs to. AJ could go back to TNA one last time. Yeah, that's why I said. I think he will go back to TNA for one more run, and I think he will retire at Slammiversary later this year. That's what I personally think. That's my prediction. I actually love seeing this tap out. Yeah, I did too. Like I don't know why. Just I think it was poetic. Like I know everyone was just like, "Oh, but John Cena is the never give up guy." But it's like, yeah, but he's done. That was him saying like, "Yep, I'm done now being this like John Cena, the never give up guy. Like I'm done being that now." Like that,
Hmm.
it was him, especially with the smile on his face, like right before he did it as well. Like that was him just showing to everyone. It was just like, "Yep, this is me done. Like this, I'm happy calling it here." Basically, like I just think people don't look into the story enough when it comes to those sort of things. He truly went out on his own terms, even to the point where Gunter didn't put him to sleep. Exactly, like Cena went out on his own terms, which is the perfect way of putting it. So yeah,
Yeah,
I don't think people look into the storyline reasons of why things happen. They just look at things and go, "Oh, I hate it." Look
yeah,
at why
yeah,
it happened.
yeah. They don't. So I'm gonna say the same thing. I think AJ will have a last run in TNA. I think that's what he wants to do though. So
Mm.
good on him for wanting to do that and doing like a last run, and especially helping TNA, you know, for the future with the AMC, with them being on AMC and everything like that.
Yeah, I agree. It's like I think they've been building towards it as well because, like, obviously Styles has made a couple of TNA appearances lately, like just appearing and making a segment. So I think that was him teasing that last run and sort of building it up. So yeah, I think it will happen. One last run at TNA champion for AJ. I don't know if he'll be the champion at any point during the final run. I mean, I would love it. I would love if he had one last run as TNA champion, even if it was a short one, like a couple months,
I
and he
I
drops his
think
title at
I
Slammiversary or
think
whatever.
if he does one more run in TNA, he should definitely be champion.
I think
Um,
he should as well because I think it would be the perfect way to go to for him to go out like as a TNA World Champion and then eventually dropping the title to someone and then calling it a career. Then I think that
yeah,
would be the perfect way for him to go out. But I just don't know if they would go down that route. But who knows? Um, Me and Tyler were speculating on if AJ does anything in Japan as well, potentially, but I doubt it. I personally doubt it. I think his chapter in Japan ultimately ended. Like, because what would he do in Japan? Like, realistically, what would he do in Japan? Like, he's the Bullet Club is way different to what it was back then. So I don't think he would find any way to go with that. All the people he used to wrestle in Japan have pretty much all left. So I don't know. I just don't see any potential avenues in Japan for AJ. Whereas TNA, absolutely. Um, so yeah, no, I just think he has one last run in TNA after this, and I think he calls it a career. That's what I personally think.
yeah. Um, but yeah, we're both going with Gunther. But I'm going with my brain on that one, but my heart just doesn't say Gunther at all. Um, the women's Royal Rumble. The named the name the name. Oh fuck! Damn the names that it has been confirmed: Io Sky, Rhea, Liv Morgan, Roxanne Perez, Raquel, Bailey, Asuka, Lala, and Kyrie Sane. I think there's more, but this Netflix thing or article Does not have the rest of the names. Good job,
Oh,
Netflix. Um,
no.
who else has been named? But I mean, those are like kind of just the big names. That's not like
Yeah,
returns, anyways.
yeah.
Um,
Okay, so
take it away because you got better notes than I do with this. Way better.
okay, okay. So I'll first go through. Well, I know who damn sure ain't winning since Raquel has a title match on Raw next week.
Yeah, hey, when when Pierce announced that, I said, "Is Raquel in the Royal Rumble?" What? What are we doing? What are we doing here?
Imagine if Raquel won as well. It's like, um, wait. So if you won the Royal Rumble and you have a title match next week and you win that title match, who's going to WrestleMania? Yeah, no, they really didn't think about that. They really didn't think about that. Naomi or Bianca return? Okay, so I'm gonna go through the returns now. Naomi definitely ain't returning because she's either still pregnant or she's doing whatever with Jimmy. So no, Naomi ain't returning. No way. Bianca though, absolutely. I think she pointed a Monday Night Raw sign. Oh god. But yeah, Bianca Belair, absolutely. She's definitely going to be one of the people to return. I would be very shocked if she doesn't return. So yeah, Bianca Belair. I think Tiffany Stratton will return. I think that is a given. AJ Lee, will obviously be in the Rumble. Trish Stratus, I think, will make an appearance because she always does. Um, and she's always like saying that she wants to make more appearances in the WWE. So yeah, I think she will be in the Rumble. Here is an outside shout. I'm going to put this out here. I don't think it'll happen, but this is just a prediction. A left shout here. Paige. I think there's a chance, a small chance, but a chance that Paige will return. Well, Soraya, whatever you want to call her, whether she returns as Soraya or returns as Paige, whatever. But I think she will. I don't think. I think there's a chance that she will, and I think she will probably. If she does, she'll have an interaction with AJ Lee and all that. So I think there's a chance for it. I wouldn't bank on it though. In terms of NXT, people that I think will probably be in this match. JC Jane, I think, will definitely be in the match. Blake Monroe, I think, good chance of her being in the Rumble. Sol Ruka, Tatum Paxley. Those are some names that have come into my head. Lola Vice, potentially. Izzy Dame, Kendall Gray. Those names are popping into my head in terms of NXT stars. I saw something about Paige scheduling an appearance that was meant to happen this weekend, but I can't remember if it was true or not. Well, if that is true, then that's even more fueling the fire of her potentially appearing. So who knows? And so yeah, those are the NXT stars that I think will show up in the Rumble or have a chance to. In terms of any TNA potential stars showing up, I think the TNA Knockout Women's Champion will be in the Rumble potentially. I think the current champion is Xia Li, or
It
she has a
is.
different name in TNA.
It is.
Lei Ying Li or whatever I think her name is now. But yeah, I think she will make an appearance. Um, so yeah, those are all the list of names that I think will either return or come up from NXT or come from TNA to be in the Rumble. Um, in terms of Iron Woman, I'm going to go with Io Sky to be the Iron Woman because I've surprisingly she's never been an Iron Woman. I thought she had been in the past, but no. So I'm gonna go with Io to like be very early in the match and go all the way to the final four. I think.
Huh.
I think
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. This how old is this article?
I think NXT will be Sol Ruka, Jesse Jane, then maybe Lola Vice since they won on the show last night. Yeah, I mean them. being on the show last night, it still means they could appear in the Rumble. They could just fly, you know, afterwards. So yeah, but I'm not saying all of them that I said will be in the Rumble. I'm just thinking like just realistic names. So yeah, JC Jane, Blake Monroe, Sol Ruka, Tatum Paxley, Lola Vice, Izzy Dane, Kendall Gray. Those are the names that I've got down.
Look. I don't. Netflix literally did the article this morning, right?
Mm,
And they missed out. They missed out on Charlotte, Alexa Bliss, Chelsea Green, your favorite Nia Jax, Lash Legend, Julia, and Jordan Grace, and Maxine Dupree.
mm.
So whoever is working with Netflix with these articles, I don't want to really bash the person, but they need to have a better list because I went on another list and everything, and this is the list. So that's actually the confirmed people with what I've already named. So there's more
Yeah.
confirmed. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 16 confirmed.
16 confirmed. Okay, so that leaves 14 spots. And I've listed how many? So I've listed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I've listed 13 potential women. So I mean, they could all be in there for all we know. If I've got them all correct, I will pat myself on the back. Yeah, we'll see about that. Yeah, so Iron Woman, I'm going with Io Sky. I think she will enter early on, and I think she will be in the final four. That's one of my final four. Most eliminations, I'm going to go with Jordan Grace. I'm going to go with Jordan Grace to have the most eliminations. I think they're just going to have it just tear house. It's either going to be her or it's going to be Raquel Rodriguez because obviously they're building her up a lot. So if she is, well, she is in a rumble. So yeah, it's going to be one of them two, Jordan Grace or Raquel Rodriguez. But I'm going with Jordan Grace. I just have a feeling that'll happen. Final four, I'm going with Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Bianca Belair as my final four. Um, I think the final two will be Liv and Rhea. That's what I think. I think Liv and Rhea will be the final two. I think Io will get eliminated first out of the four by either Bianca or Liv, or maybe Rhea. I don't know, on accident. And then Bianca will get eliminated by Rhea, and then Liv will eliminate Rhea. And I think Liv will win the Royal Rumble. That's that's my prediction. I think Liv Morgan will win the Royal Rumble. I obviously Bianca has been a shout to win the Rumble, and I think it could happen. Bianca wins and takes on Jade. I can see that. Yeah, there is a chance that Bianca Belair will return to win the Royal Rumble and go on to face Jade. I think that is a big possibility, but I think Liv is the more deserving winner. I think like she's come back from injury, she's on fire at the minute. You got to strike while the iron's hot with Liv, I think, and this is her chance to like have one of the biggest accomplishments of her career. And Bianca's won it before; she doesn't need to win it again. She can just win the Elimination Chamber and go on to face Jade. So, which honestly I think would make more sense because this whole stuff between Bianca and Jade started at the Elimination Chamber when Naomi turned. Um, um, oh wait, not Naomi. When Jade beat up Naomi with Bianca watching on, and then that whole shit got explained after. So technically, that whole storyline started in the Elimination Chamber. So I think it would be poetic justice if Bianca were to go on to win the Elimination Chamber and then go on to face Jade at WrestleMania. So I just think that would be better. So me personally, I think Liv Morgan will win the Royal Rumble. I think it's her time.
Hmm. Okay, so you said Iron Woman was
Yeah.
Io. Io. Who you going with most eliminations? I know you said two
Uh,
names.
Jordan Grace or Raquel Rodriguez, but my number one is Jordan Grace. I think that will be the one.
Okay. I'm trying to I'm trying to keep this down, and then your final four: Liv, Rhea, Liv.
Io and Bianca.
That's a hell of a final four.
It is. It's stacked, stacked. And the reason why I went with that is because all four of them have history with each other. All four of them have history. So I'm just thinking that is the perfect final four for me.
Yeah. Okay. So the Iron Woman, if I had to pick one, I'm going on a left field here and going Alexa Bliss. I think she'll.
Ooh.
I think she'll. I think she'll be either like in like the top. She'll be one of the first three entrances. I think.
I would prefer Bianca winning the Rumble to winning the Chamber for the second time in a row. Yeah, fair, but I don't know. I would personally prefer her winning the Chamber and then having Liv win the Rumble for the first time in her career than Bianca winning a second Rumble. You know, yeah, me personally, I would prefer it that way.
So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Alexa for the Iron Woman. I don't know why, but just going to. Most eliminations, I love the Jordan Grace one, so I'm going Jordan. It's I think I'm gonna do a big shout here and say if it ain't Jordan, I might do. I would have said Lash Legend because I think she needs to have a good showing. So I would do Lash. Final four. I think Liv is in there. Bianca is in there. Um. Oh man. Uh, God, your final four is so good.
I'm proud of myself for thinking of that final four. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm just trying to see if there's a scenario that I don't think that's the final four. Because that final four makes so much sense. I'm actually going to go different, but I like your final four better than mine. But I'm just going to think outside the box here and be like, maybe they're going to go a different route. Somehow, Rhea and Io just ain't on the same page.
Just put Moss in the final four. Oh Christ!
If they want to make this new Natty look strong, she could be tossing them out too. Now that I will understand because it looks like they are going to give her and let her do the low key legend type stuff she's been doing in Bloodsport. So it looks like that's the way she's going, but she's not going to have the most eliminations. No, but I could see her having a good showing in it, way better than past ones. I'm gonna go Liv Bianca because I'm gonna go outside the box. I'm gonna put Alexa in there because she is my Iron Woman and you're not gonna like this one, and I don't really like it either. But it could gonna be funny
Don't
when.
say Nia Jax. Don't say Nia
Oh
Jax.
no 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 no! It ain't gonna be Nia. It's Charlotte Flair.
Oh, no. Yeah, no. My final four is definitely better. 100%.
No no, it is better, but I'm thinking logically,
Yeah.
Triple H is going to something. I don't know. But I think this is where you're going to see Alexa and Charlotte turn on each other, or vice versa.
See, I think that will happen. I think one of them will eliminate the other, but I think it'll happen early in the match. That's why I think. That's why I didn't put any of them two in the final four, because I think them two will turn on each other way earlier. I think either Alexa will eliminate Charlotte or Charlotte will eliminate Alexa. It's gonna be that will definitely happen. I think, but I think it'll be earlier. But it be happening in the final four is also a decent shout. Like it is a something that could happen. So yeah, no, good thinking by you. But I think my final four is more likely.
I think I'd rather see your Final Four, but I could see this being more realistic just because I don't think they want. I don't see both Rhea and Io in the Final Four. I see one of them. I just don't see both of them. Not saying that that one of them's going to get eliminated way early, but um, so I go with Charlotte being eliminated somehow, some way. Don't know how. Maybe by Alexa. So I see Liv, Bianca, and Alexa. I see Liv eliminated Alexa. So we got Liv and Bianca. And I think that's the notion of those two seem like the major ones that's going to win this women's Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
I
it's gonna
feel
be
like
Liv or Bianca. It's gonna be
I,
one of them two.
I feel I
100%.
feel like I feel like that's like the big notion. And I don't think Triple H is going to swerve us and pick someone else other than them two. Uh, I would love for honestly, I would love Chelsea Green is so good for me. I love Chelsea. I wish they would just turn her baby face eventually because I feel like she's done this heel stuff good, but it's went on for way too long now. So, um, I I will go with Bianca winning. Um, if you would have asked me maybe even a month ago or a little bit longer, I probably would have said Live easily. Um, but I'm gonna go with Bianca because for the reason that Yusuf said, I don't think Bianca winning the chamber 2 years in a row makes sense. So that's the only reason I'm going with Bianca to win the Royal Rumble. Because I think vice versa, whoever loses this Royal Rumble is winning chamber.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I think that goes without saying. To be honest.
I mean,
Yeah.
unless they want to go a different route, but I really, when you look at who is facing Jade at WrestleMania, one name comes to mind, and that's Bianca. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
so that's my final four, and Bianca is going to be my winner. But we'll see. We
Do you have any potential like returns or call ups that I haven't listed that you think might show up?
mm, mm, um mm,
Watch Nikki Bella make the final four for no reason at all. For God's sake. I hope
well,
not.
you haven't named Nikki, but because she's been off television, but Nikki probably will be in the Rumble. I don't think so, but I will say this about Paige. I think she will go by the name Paige whenever she does return, and I think she
I
actually
think so
does.
too.
I think she actually does return at the Rumble because I think there's going to be there's going to be where you got Paige, Nikki, and AJ Lee all in the same ring.
I could
So
see it. I could see it.
so
100%.
so I could see that for real. Now she might not debut because honestly she doesn't really have to because of the NXT names and everything. I don't think there's any names that you might have not said that I don't know if there's another name out there, but
I've mentioned Tiffany. I've mentioned Tiffany.
yeah, yeah. He's mentioned Tiffany. Um, I'm gonna just say this and then go to the men's Royal Rumble. anyone seen Jordan Grace on Friday Night SmackDown? Oh well, you need to look at the picture. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. Jordan Grace, I was unfamiliar with your game. That's all I'm gonna say. Very unfamiliar.
Oh god.
Look. I had to say it. I'm sorry. I had to say it because I've seen her name. I see her name on my notepad. I've seen her right here with the Royal Rumble entrance. I had to say it. I'm sorry, but uh, hey, that's all I'm gonna say.
Moving on swiftly.
Yeah, moving on. Hey, what's it, his her husband, Jonathan Grissom? Hey, what a lucky man. All right, the men's Royal Rumble. The entrance that has been announced via satellite. Roman Reigns. He couldn't do like a on-screen thing and say he's going to be at the Royal Rumble. We got a video package saying Saudi Royal Rumble. Roman Reigns. How you know what? Uh you know how you complained about them doing a surprise for Cody Rhodes when we knew he was going to come back and
Yep.
everything? This was way worse. Via satellite and a video package of him. That's it. Just random out of the blue. So
I
bad.
just, I just, I just don't know why they don't just leave these as surprises. Like, you don't have to announce them. Like Cody, like a couple days ago, you didn't have to announce that he was going to return to the Rumble because we just knew it was going to happen. Just let it happen organically and let the crowd reaction. It. Wait, no, no. The Cody's still worse because they announced him that he was gonna come out, and we all knew he was gonna come out in number 30. And which, if you're gonna have him come out in number 30, you should have just had it be a surprise anyway. But yeah, no, Roman is still bad. Like, just have him just appear. Like, you don't have to announce it. Um, oh my, that reminds me. The worst thing I've seen this week is WWE list Cody Rhodes' 2023 Rumble return higher than Edge's return. Oh my god, no, they didn't. Tom, no, they did. Oh my,
Hold on. I gotta pull
I
this.
need to see this list. I need to
Hold
see this list.
hold on.
I need to see this list.
I gotta pull this list up as well.
I need to see this list.
Um.
Because I want to see how many they've listed above Edge. Because in my opinion, Edge is the greatest Royal Rumble return of all time. Like nothing tops it. They put Edges at 3, Cody at 2, Cena at 1. I mean,
That,
Cena at 1, fair enough. I mean, you can argue Cena at 1. In my opinion, Edge is 1, Cena's 2. But Cody, the one that they announced, how does that make sense? Royal Rumble return list. Let's see if I can find it.
how Cody Rhodes is number 2 on that list is like crazy to me.
Right, like what the hell? WWE names top 25 greatest Royal Rumble trends. I found it, I think. Alright, let's see this shit. Let's see how bad they fucking did this. Triple H had a better return than Cody. Facts. Facts. Alright, let's see this. Alright, let's see how bad they did this. Okay, so number 25 was Ronda Rousey's return at the 2022 Royal Rumble. Number 24, Jake the Snake returns at the 1996 Royal Rumble. DDP returns at the 2015 Royal Rumble as 23. Number 22, Road Dogg returns at the 2012 Royal Rumble. Number 21, Nikki Bella returns at the 2025 Royal Rumble. Melina returns at the 2022 Royal Rumble. Number 19, The Hurricane returns at the 2018 Royal Rumble. Number 18, Nia Jax returns at the 2023 Royal Rumble. Moving on. Number 17, Bubba Ray Dudley returns at the 2015 Royal Rumble. Number 16, Mr. Perfect returns at the 2002 Royal Rumble. Number 15, Mickey James returns at the 2022 Royal Rumble. Number 14, Charlotte Flair returns at the 2025 Royal Rumble. 13, Trish Stratus returns to the 2018 Royal Rumble. 12, Diesel returns to the 2011 Royal Rumble. Number 11, Booker T returns to the 2011 Royal Rumble. Number 10, so the top 10. Number 10, Chris Jericho returns to the 2013 Royal Rumble. Number 9, The Undertaker returns to the 2003 Royal Rumble. Number 8, Rey Mysterio returns to the 2018 Royal Rumble. That deserves to be in there 100%. That was a great moment. Number 7, Rob Van Dam returns to the 2009 Royal Rumble. Number 6, Naomi returns to the 2024 Royal Rumble. I'm not mad at the Naomi shout. Like, I just don't think it deserves to be above Ray's because like Ray was mad, but like I'm not too mad at it. Number 5, Roddy Piper returns to the 2008 Royal Rumble. Number 4, Alexa Bliss returns to the 2025 Royal Rumble. Um, Again, not mad at it, but the fact that she's just one below Edge, I don't know about that one, Chief. Number 3, Edge returns at the 2020 Royal Rumble. Number 2, Cody Rhodes returns at the 2023 Royal Rumble. And number 1, John Cena returns at the 2008 Royal Rumble. Like
Cody Rhodes.
Cena and Edge are the top two. The definitely top two is Cena and Edge. But like, how is Rhodes anywhere near it at that? I just what?
This would be my top three. Honestly, it would be Edge, it'd be Cena, and Alexa would be number three for me. Alexa's was really good. Because you heard that they didn't get a contract done and all of that good jazz, and it was like, oh shoot, out of the blue, and she got a good reaction, so I'm not mad with that. Cody shouldn't even be in the damn top 10.
No, because like they announced it. It wasn't even like a surprise. Like in my opinion, in order to be in the top 10, top five, it needs to be a surprise. Like like if if it was spoiled before or it was like announced, it's not really a surprise. It's just a Rumble return that
Yeah.
it is sure Cody still received a big pop when he returned and everything, but he would have received a nuclear pop if they didn't announce it. Like if they didn't announce it, then sure Cody could have been in that conversation of top five, whatever, easily. But they did. They announced it, and it just no way. Cena, Edge, and Triple H. I don't think Triple H is even in this list. No, he's not. No,
I don't think he had a
he did
return.
make a
I don't
he
think
did make a he did never make a Rumble return. I think the return you're on about is the Madison Square Garden one. I think that's the one you're referring to, which that wasn't in the Rumble. That was just on Raw. Um. So yeah, no, Triple H is not in this list.
yeah. Um
But yeah, no, that's a disgrace that they put Cody above Edge. Like
uh,
Edge is the best Royal Rumble return of all time, and that doesn't even come close to me. I mean, Cena is good and everything, but just I don't know, especially as I saw Edge's live and but like as it happened, and I lost my shit. Oh, it was brilliant. Like top 5 goosebumps moments I've ever had in my life. It was great.
yeah, I definitely agree. Um so we had Roman Reigns via of a great video package saying he was going to be at the Royal Rumble. Love that. Cody Rhodes, supposedly Rey Mysterio still on this list. We'll have to see if that changes with his injury. Um, Jey Uso, Gunther supposedly, but if Gunther beats AJ, he said something about he didn't want to do double duty. So I wouldn't even mind if Gunther's not in the Royal Rumble. So Solo Sokoa, Penta, Dragon Lee, Jacob Fatu, Oba Femi was just announced. Um, Braun Breaker, Division. Fuck it, we'll just say the Vision. Javon Evans, and are you ready for this one? Finn Balor couldn't make a spot, but our Truth has a spot. This is the last name on the list. Our Truth.
That's brilliant. Finn
What
Balor, now you're not in the Rumble, but our truth, yeah, you're in.
I'm sorry, did I miss where Our Truth announced that he was that he was in the Royal Rumble? Did I miss it or something? Because I don't recall him saying he was going to be in the Royal Rumble.
Obafemi, 29 eliminations.
Golly.
Going, actually, I do have Obafemi as my most eliminations. I do have him as my most eliminations, so I think it won't be 29 eliminations, but I think he will have a lot. I think he'll have like, I mean, what's the record? What's the record of the most eliminations? Most eliminations.
It was Kane for the longest.
Most eliminations in Royal Rumble. In a single Royal Rumble, I should put in a single Royal Rumble. Brock
Oh,
Lesnar with 13 eliminations in the 2020 Royal Rumble.
oh,
Obafemi is getting 14 eliminations. I'm calling it now. Obafemi is getting 14 or 15 eliminations. Obafemi is breaking the record. I'm calling it now. Obafemi is breaking the record. I think it's gonna happen. Um,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I don't think it's going to happen.
I do. I think if they're gonna want to make Obafemi like a real deal, like a future main event superstar, that is the perfect way to start it. Have him just clear house. Yeah, no, that's what I want. I want that to happen. But yeah, I actually had Obafemi in my Royal Rumble call ups, like sort of like section, but like since he's already confirmed, I could just take him out of there. I didn't know he was already confirmed.
Yeah, he
Um,
on I believe it was on Raw. They've been doing him on Raw and SmackDown with video packages, but on the Raw one, it's it did like similar to Roman Reigns and said Riyadh Royal Rumble, which I don't mind for Obi because they've been showing him with video packages for a damn month now. So you knew he was probably going to show up to the Rumble. I don't mind them ruining that quote quote maybe surprise because I feel like everyone knew he was going to be there. He literally vacated the NXT championship. So I mean, what's that say? Hey, guess what? I'm leaving y'all. I'm going to the main roster. I mean, pretty simple.
Okay, so I've actually got a list of potential winners here before I actually go on to anything. Actually, you know what? No, I'll go through my returns call ups first. So number one on the returns list that I think it will happen is Chris Jericho. I think Jericho will return. I think that will happen. So I got Chris Jericho. I've got Brock Lesnar to return. I know everyone's not going to like that, but I think he will show up. I've got LA Knight making an appearance. Chad Gable, I think he will return. That's what I've got in terms of like returns, like full on returns. Not counting anyone's from TNA. In terms of call ups, I've got Joe Hendry, Ethan Page, Leon Slate. Wait, just Joe Hendry and Ethan Page from NXT. I've got because I'm not sure who else in NXT would really show up. Like I just think the men's roster will be too stacked to have so many from NXT. So I just think there'll be just Joe Hendry and Ethan Page. I think anyway. Um, and from TNA, I've got quite a few from TNA actually. I've got three potential ones. One is a bit of a jokey one. So this one's like complete left field. But so the two serious ones that I've got, will LA return and mess up a spot that get yelled at by Triple H again? Poor guy. Yeah, no, that I felt bad for him. To be fair, I did feel bad for him. Um, but yeah, mistakes happen in the business. So I've got Leon Slater to be in the Rumble because he's been pushed really really well like in TNA and he's had good appearances in WWE. So I think he will appear in this. I think the Hardy Boys have actually a shout of showing up, or at least one of them. Like Jeff or both of them. I think there's a shout that they could, because of the whole TNA partnership thing. Plus, it would produce a massive pop if they were to pop if they were to show up. And the last one from TNA that I've got is a jokey one. I don't think this will happen, by the way. I'm just putting this out in left field, and if it happens, I'm going to cackle. Santino Morella. Look, hear me out. He's made appearances in NXT, like because of the whole TNA partnership thing. So I'm thinking the door's open for it. Like especially since our truth is in this match, Santino Morella could pop up in this match and then have a funny spot with our truth. So I just think it could happen, with the Cobra, yeah, like and everything. Like he could like just have a funny segment with um he could have a funny segment with our truth in the in the well not segment spot in the War Rumble with our truth, or he could just get eliminated really quickly, like he in that infamous moment where he got eliminated in like 0.5 seconds. Um, so yeah, I don't think it'll happen, but it's a left field shout. And the last return that I've got, again, this is also a left field shout because I think Seth has already come out and said that he's not coming back at the Royal Rumble, but you never know with Seth. Like he could, But I've got Seth Rollins as a potential return. I don't think it'll happen. I think he's actually been serious when he came out in that interview and said that he's not going to be able to come back in time for the Rumble. But again, you never know with Seth. Like he's like he fooled us once with something. You never know if he's gonna pull a John Cena and come back sooner than anticipated. So Seth could show up, but again, doubtful. Um, Other very doubtful ones, like ones that I really don't think will happen, but some people have said that it could happen, but I just think it's a straight no. Big E and Kevin Owens. I don't think they're happening. But I'm just dropping them here just to say their names. Obafemi eliminates 14 just for Santino to tie the record. For God's sake. Um, but yeah, no, I don't think Kevin Owens or Big E will show up in this Rumble, but just as a left field, like maybe, but it's like a 1% chance. So yeah, that's all the Rumbles, returns, and call ups that I've got here. Potential winners. I'm going to go from least likely to likely. And when I say most likely, this doesn't mean that I think they're going to win the Rumble or that's my prediction. I'm just thinking like the odds on. So least likely to most likely. I've actually got Obafemi as like one of the potential winners because like it's a very left field shout, but you never know because they could just go, yeah, we're just gonna push him to the moon, just because they love Obafemi. The Big E ship sailed a long time ago for me, unfortunately. I think so as well. Unfortunately for me. Um, then Seth Rollins, just on the off chance that he returns. Um, Brock Lesnar. It just he's gonna be in the Rumble, so he's an option. Cody Rhodes, if they ever want to do the three-peat, which I hope not. Um, Gunter, if he actually shows up in the match, it could happen. Braun Breaker, I think, is one of the three favorites that because I think it would make sense for Braun if they wanted to go down that route. Like he could go after Punk. I'm gonna turn off my internet if Brock wins. I don't want to even deal with the fallout. Yeah, no, the internet would burn if Brock won the Rumble. But yeah, Braun Breaker, I think, could have a chance because he could go after Punk. It would be very good for the Visionary. It could cause some stuff with Seth down the line whenever he returns. So I think Braun Breaker is one of the three favorites. Sami Zayn, I think he could be a potential one to win the Royal Rumble if he's in after as many times where they have the guy who lost the world title match on that show go on to be in the Royal Rumble and sometimes even win it. So Sammy, they could go down that route. Tim Powerhouse Hobbs just signed there too. I think so. Yeah. I don't think he'll be in the Rumble though. Sami Zayn, I think he will definitely be one of the favorites, and the top favorite, the odds-on favorite, is Roman Reigns. I think that just goes without saying. Like, if Roman Reigns is in the Rumble, he's going to be one of the favorites to win it. I'm thinking Hobbs for debuts in NXT next week rather than the Rumble. Exactly. So yeah, those are the list of people that I think have a chance of winning. Some of them very like 1% chance, others very good chance. Um, Iron Man. I'm gonna go with Cody Rhodes because I think he's going to start very early in the Rumble and then just last the whole way and get to the final four. So yeah, I've got Cody Rhodes to be the Iron Man. Most eliminations are going with Obafemi. And I'm predicting that he's going to break the record and he's going to get either 14 or 15 eliminations. I think it'll happen. Um, Final four. This this is going to be less likely, I think, than the one I gave for the women's, but I think this would be a very interesting final four. If Sammy had lost to Sunday main event, he would have been number one to pick the Rumble. Now I have no idea. Yeah. So my final four is going to be Roman Reigns, Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes, and Obafemi. Yes, I'm predicting Obafemi is going to make it all the way to the final four. I don't know why, but I have a feeling they're going to make him look like a monster. And just among the stars that are already in that like final four, they're just gonna have Obafemi be like the newcomer that looks like a beast and like looks like he can hang with them. Um, so yeah, I think Obafemi will be the first one to be eliminated though out of the final four. Obviously, I think Obafemi will be eliminated, and then it will leave Sammy, Roman, and Cody, which again makes sense because those three have a lot of history. Obafemi runner up could definitely be the way they go with it. It could. Honestly, I wouldn't be too mad at that, seeing Obafemi make it all the way to the final two, but I don't think it'll happen. I think he could make final four though. Um, Obafemi will get eliminated. It'll leave Sammy, Roman, and Cody, who all have history with each other, and I think it would make it for an exciting final three. Um, I'm gonna go with Cody to be eliminated then, and it will leave Roman and Sammy, which again, history with those two and everything with the bloodline and stuff. I think that would make for an exciting final two. And in terms of who I think is going to win the Rumble, I have no idea. I'm so back and forth between Roman and Sammy. My head is telling me Roman. My head's telling me Roman. My heart's telling me Sammy. It's going back and forth. I think Roman is more likely because I just have a feeling WWE is going to go the uninspiring, like non-creative route and just have Roman win the Rumble. But if you want to have someone exciting win the Rumble, I think Sammy needs to be in there. Braun, Gunter, Roman, and Sammy. If Gunter's in the match, then I can see Gunter making it to the final four. But part of me feels like he won't be. Weirdly, and then Jay Uso cashes in his tag team championship to enter the match. Jimmy's place to win the Heat. Oh my god, no! God no, God no. Um, Braun making it to the final four, I think, is a good chance as well. In fact, Braun being in the final four along with Sammy, Roman, and Cody is probably more likely than my Obafemi shout, but I don't know why. I just have a feeling Obafemi is going to make it all the way to the final four. I don't know why. I just have a feeling. I don't know what to go for. I don't know whether to go with Sammy or Roman because I'm just thinking logically. Like, where's it lead to? Say if Roman wins, where's it lead to? And with Sammy, where does that lead to? I think if Roman wins the Rumble, I think it will go on to be Roman versus Punk. But then does anyone else get into that picture making a multi-man match? And if Sammy wins, does he go on to face does he go on to face Drew again? Or does more people go in there to make that a multi-man match. So I'm not too sure. I'm probably gonna go with my head, and I'm probably gonna go with Roman to win the Rumble. I just have a feeling he's gonna win the Rumble.
Uh, not bad. Honestly, that final four I could see. My Iron Man, I'm going. Well, if we're talking about returns, I think Jericho is going to return. I would be shocked if he doesn't. Um, all the names that you named that could potentially return, I think probably will. I don't think Seth is returning. I think he's going. I think they're going to hold off for him till after Mania. I think that would make sense. Um, I don't know, but my Iron Man is. I'm going to go on a left field here and go Javon Evans as the Iron Man.
Ooh,
Yes,
okay, you're going really left field.
I'm gonna go left field and just do a don't not do a name that's very common or very like up there. Um, most eliminations, I'm not going to go with a record breaker, but I will go with Oba as well because I think he's going to have a good showing. I don't think he's going to break Brock Lesnar's records, but I could see where he will have the most eliminations. Do you think they will attempt a Javon having a Kofi top Rumble spot? They might.
They could, you know, but I don't know. I don't feel like they want to do that gimmick to death. Like I feel like that, like Kofi obviously made that his thing, and then Naomi started doing it. I just don't think they want to do that with too many superstars. So I don't know, but potentially, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Javon did get hurt, but he was literally on Raw Monday and was with a segment with AJ and everything, and it's said to be that he'll be fine. So, um, so I'll do Javon as my Iron Man. The most eliminations I'll do Oba. I think Oba's going to have a good outing. My final four, I'm going to have Roman in my final four. Um, I I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I wish they would have went the Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton route for the Rumble because I think that would have gave more unpredictability with Sami Zayn in the Royal Rumble. Very more unpredictability.
I agree. I feel like as much as I like the Drew's the champion now, I think Cody being the champion going into WrestleMania would have caused more unpredictability. Because then it would have been like you could have Randy face Cody at WrestleMania. You could have Drew. You could have like you could have quite a few people face Cody at WrestleMania, or have all of them in there. But with Drew, it's like there's only a certain few that you can really pick out. So it's more focused on Punk, if anything.
Yeah, so I mean, I really think whoever wins the Rumble is going after Punk.
Punk,
So
yeah.
So I mean, uh, that's the feeling I get. So um,
That's why I chose Roman. That's what ultimately tipped my prediction towards Roman more than Sammy is because I was like, okay, realistically, who is the Rumble winner going to go after?
yeah,
And I was like, it's probably going to be Punk. And Sammy going after Punk to me makes no sense.
yeah.
So that's why I've gone towards Roman.
For
Braun Breaker is one that could happen because he could go after Punk very realistically. So he's a shout, but I think Roman's more likely.
for me right now, the world heavyweight title picture is a lot more intriguing. So if Punk keeps it till Mania, he might get his night two main
It
event.
might be main event. Yeah, I think Punk will. I think Punk will get his night two main event this year, which I'll be very happy for him if he does. But if he
So
faces Roman in that main event, I think he'll lose.
So my second name is Obafemi. I think Oba actually will be in the final four. I think he's going to have a very good showing overall. That they're going to be like, this is going to be like their. If they don't do this with him, they've completely messed him up. You want to make new stars for the future. This is an easy spot for him to feel big, have the most eliminations, and be in the final four.
I'm glad we're both in agreement on Obafemi. I'm glad we're both in agreement on
So,
that one.
so we are in agreement with that. Uh, oh, I'm trying to figure out how things are going to play out.
If Oba eliminates Brock, my jaw hit the floor. I actually think that could happen. I actually think they will do a spot. They'll do at least a spot with Brock and Obafemi because I think that's an avenue that they could go down. If Gunter is in the match, then I think Gunter and Brock will also have a face to face. Basically, whoever eliminates Brock, Brock's going to face at WrestleMania. So I think Brock will face either Gunter or Obafemi. It's gotta be one of them two that Brock will face at Mania. So we'll see. We'll
Yeah,
see.
yeah. I'm gonna say that Oba eliminates Brock, and I think that's the match we get at WrestleMania with them two.
Imagine that's a debut WrestleMania match for Obafemi. Oh, that is huge.
Yeah, that is. So I go Roman, Oba. Mm, 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 mm. Um, I go Braun Breaker, and the last one you really didn't talk about much. You mentioned him, but you never really talked about him too much. And that's a returning LA Knight in the final four.
I was thinking LA Knight, but I don't know. I just don't think he's going to make it all the way that long. I mean, potentially, who knows? But I don't know. I don't see it personally. But who knows? When LA Knight throws out Austin Theory casually, I'm going to be so sad. I'm not. Imagine it's Roman, Braun, and Punk at Mania, and Seth comes back to cost someone, but who? He hates them all, the drama. Exactly. I actually think that could be an avenue to go down. That is a triple threat Roman, Braun, and Punk. And then who knows? If Seth actually does return to fitness before Mania, they could turn that into a fatal four way. So you never know. You never know.
So, I, to me, a name that's just not getting thrown around is LA Knight. For him returning, it's getting thrown around, but him potentially winning or being in the final four, it's not really being thrown around. Only reason I have him in my final four is they love getting him so close, so close, so close all the time, trying to win. If it's either Money in the Bank or just something, they love for him being so close. So I think that's why he's going to be in the final four. I was very disappointed to hear Grayson Waller isn't traveling from the Rumble. I was hoping we could get some sort of closure of Theory and Waller. I don't think we're ever going to get closure. They're just going to act like it never fucking happened. Um, so this is going to be my final four. I don't know it. I think Cody will be eliminated right before the final four. Um, I think either I think maybe Oba or Braun eliminates him. I don't think they're going to do Roman eliminating him. I think they're going to stay away from Cody and Roman a little bit. I mean, they're going to have a face down, but I think they're going to stay away from one of them eliminating each other. Who knows? Um, I think Oba will get eliminated first in this final four. So I think it'll come down to Roman, Braun, and LA Knight. Um, I think Braun Breaker gets eliminated by Roman. So I think it's Roman and LA Knight. And they're going to get this big moment. Oh, LA Knight, is this his chance? Is this his chance? Is this his chance? How many damn chances are we going to get for LA Knight to potentially win something? Yeah, give me Roman Reigns to win.
Oh, we'll go with the same Royal Rumble winner then for the men.
And I truly hope I'm wrong because I went honestly all this week and some of last week. I've been I've been going back and forth with Roman and LA Knight because I think they're going to have LA Knight be in the final four. I truly, truly believe that. But because of his unreal thing and everything, I really think they're going to play that into a factor of him being in the final four. So I think, but I think they're going to go down with the concept of Roman and Punk at Mania. Might be a triple threat with Braun. I don't know how they get there, but I think Punk and Roman might be your night two main event.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of wish the men's Royal Rumble winner would be a little bit more exciting than just Roman. But hey, I
Hey,
mean, it
shit,
is what
hey,
it is.
maybe when the Royal Rumble ends on Saturday evening, well, Saturday evening for me, Saturday night for y'all. Maybe we're talking about, oh shit, that was a nice little surprise winner for the Royal Rumble. Maybe we're talking about that. And
Yeah, maybe.
I truly hope it goes that route. I You did something unpredictable last year. Why not try to do it this year? Because I mean, do something unpredictable. Maybe giving it to a LA Knight, a Oba Femi. If Sammy's in there, maybe do that. But I mean, the only reason I don't have Sammy winning it is because he's already in a world title match, and I don't think him being the Royal Rumble. I don't really like that overall. I get it's in Saudi and he's a big crowd favorite, but I think you're just overdoing the Sami Zayn thing if that's the case. I really wish Randy Orton would have won at Fatal Four Way and would have been the one to face Drew at Rumble. But it is what it is. I'm not the one booking it, but I can tell you right now, I would book stuff a whole lot better. No offense to them, but I feel like I would. So, but it is what it is, and we both got Roman winning. I wanted to pick LA Knight and just be a shock and be different, but I can't see myself not seeing Roman win.
Yeah, same here. Like, I just can't see Roman not winning the Rumble. Like, as much as I wanted to see either Sammy do it because he's such a big fan favorite, and I think it would be huge for his career, or someone like a Braun Breaker who would really push him and like fully into the main event scene and world title picture. And yeah, I just don't see Roman not winning. I just my head is just telling me Roman, 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 Roman. How many meters is Obafemi going to throw Kit Wilson into the crowd? My dream is a Scottish WWE champion and an Austrian world champion at the same time. Go Drew and Gunter. I mean, it could happen. Could happen. But I think with Gunter, I think he's he's either going to face someone like a Brock Lesnar or he's going to be in the world title picture somewhere. Like I said, multi-man match. But I see it more likely he's going to face Brock. Or he's going to face a big name and, you know, continue his whole taking out legends thing. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens with it. But yeah, Liv Morgan is my women's Rumble winner prediction, and Roman is my men. That's those the two I'm going with. And I'm actually on a bad streak with Rumble predictions at the moment. Well, with the men. With the women, I think I'm actually on a good run. I think I've predicted the women's winners quite consistent. Actually, did I predict last year's correctly? I can't remember what I did.
I don't know.
Because
I'd have to go and look back.
last year was um Last year was Charlotte, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yes, it was. We got to watch the wonderful Charlotte and Tiffany Stratton match at the WrestleMania.
Yeah, I'll have to look back and see what I predicted. But I know I'm on a bad run when it comes to the men because I think I predicted Punk twice in the last 2 years. 'Cause I think I predicted Punk last year, and I think I predicted Punk
Well,
the year before.
well, it's a good thing he's the champion this year.
Yeah. So I guess we'll see. And I'm actually, for the most part, pretty good at predicting Rumble winners. So let's see if my streak comes back.
well, I mean, I don't think anyone could have saw what happened last year. I ain't gonna lie.
No one predicted Jey Uso. No one predicted that. Absolutely nobody. Actually,
Oh,
wait, no, last year didn't I predict Cena? Actually, no, I can't remember now. Did I predict Cena or did I predict Punk? I can't remember now. I beg you, this bug going around is kicking my ass at the moment, but the Rumble's a different beast of excitement. Hell yeah. In Vince McMahon voice, let's get some mud in the women's Rumble ring, pal. Oh,
oh
God.
my God. Oh shoot. Um, but yeah, I
Yeah,
think the role.
I hope you feel better soon, Josh. That
Yes,
the
yes.
bug going around. Like, I hope you feel better, dude.
Oh, I mean, we've had a lot of like viral stuff going on here too, but I think it's calming down at least a little bit, which is good. Um, but I mean, maybe I mean mine is Bianca and Roman, so I mean we're not really far fetched
No.
or very far from agreeing with all this. I'm glad we did have different Iron Woman and Iron Man and stuff like that. We had the we had the same elimination though. Jordan Grace
Yeah,
and
same
Ova.
generation.
Jordan Grace
Yeah,
and
Jordan
Ova.
Grayson over Femi. And our final four is different. Well, some of them we have the same, like two of them may be the same out of the four, but yeah, because I think me and you both predicted for the women that Liv and Bianca will be in the final four, and for the men we've predicted Roman and Obafemi to be in the final four. Um, but the other two are different for both. Because yeah, I've gone with Liv, Rhea, Io, and Bianca as the final four, and I've gone for Sammy, Roman, Cody, and Obafemi as the final four. So yeah, I hope mine is the final four because I'm not gonna lie, both of those final four excites me to no end. I really hope my final four is the one to go with. My head is also thinking about Elimination Chamber being Chicago and what Punk does there. Yeah, it's whether he will put the title on the line in Elimination Chamber or whether he will just do a singles like world title match there, and the Elimination Chamber will decide who faces someone else like at Mania. Who knows?
I think if Jericho does come back, he's definitely in the final four.
Nah,
Maybe,
nah.
maybe.
I don't think. I think he'll return, but I don't think he'll be in the final four.
I mean, oh well. This is a great question. Who you think's coming out in upper 30 in both rumbles?
Ooh, good one, good one. First one to eliminate Jericho is first on the list.
I would not mind him bringing back the list. I enjoyed that a lot. So
I think he's at least 30. I don't know actually, because like they don't really do number 30 surprises all that much nowadays. WWE, less work you'll have to do. True. Um, I just don't think. Yeah, I think he'll actually enter in decently early. I think he'll enter in decently early as like an early like oh my god he's here thing. um,
hmm.
I'm not sure actually. I'm not sure what like I just don't think Jericho will make it to the final four. But I think he'll enter in either midway through or decently early, and then he'll get eliminated midway through or something like that. Um, Probably by a big name so that he could do a WrestleMania match with them at Mania. In terms of
Uh,
who I think will be number 30,
for the women, I'll go with Bianca. I think they're going to do a surprise. I think they're going to have her at 30.
I could see it. I could see number 30 being Bianca. Let's see. Who have I got here? So they could also do Tiffany Stratton. They could do AJ Lee. They could do Paige as number 30. Like, although maybe not, because if they want to do a spot with Paige, AJ Lee, and Nikki Bella, save all three of them in the Rumble, they would have to have Paige enter in decently early. So yeah, probably not her, but yeah, but I say Bianca Belair is a good shout actually for number 30. I think yeah, Bianca Belair for number 30 for the women, and for the men, let's see, Jericho I think will enter in decently early. Brock maybe, although I think he'll enter in decently early as well. LA Knight, maybe. I honestly think the best shout for number 30, if he ever did appear in the Rumble, is Seth Rollins, but I don't think it'll happen. I might have a big wildcard Final Four. Will Hobbs or whoever they're going to call him. I really want to see him and Oba mix it up. I don't think he'll be in the Rumble. He'll debut in NXT. I don't think he'll be in the Rumble. 13 Maxine. Oh my god. Um, I don't think number 30 will be a surprise like oh my god moments like in the men's. I just think it'll just be a random dude because WWE like they've sort of gone away from the whole number 30 as a surprise entrant thing. They haven't really done that a whole lot lately. Number
Yeah,
30 is me, guys. Sorry to spoil it.
yeah. I
Last I
don't.
heard, he was SmackDown bouncer. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't. I. You know what? I really don't have one for the men's, so I'm just gonna leave it blank. I don't know. I don't know.
Roman, less for him to do.
Yeah, yeah. Man can't even show up to work, and we expect to cheer him for coming in 30.
You know what? Yeah,
Um,
fuck it, fuck it. That's my prediction. Roman Reigns is number 30. He's gonna be number 30. Number 30, Matt Cardona. Oh God, it is Roman, isn't it? Yeah, what? It's gonna be Roman. It's gonna be Roman number 30 of what? I just know it coming. I wonder if that new Arabian they signed is in the match. He probably will be. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, just to have him in there. I'm thinking they got to sign him for a reason. Matt Cardona, will he be in the Rumble? I mean, it
uh,
could happen. It could happen.
I think he will be. I know. I didn't mention him, or we didn't mention him at all, but I think he will be.
Number 30 could be a thing for him, but nah. Yeah, I think it'll be Roman. Like, I don't know why, just Roman's just popping in my head. He's gonna be number 30, and he's just gonna be just in there for like 15 minutes and win. Show up, spear, Superman punch, dip out, get paid. Exactly, exactly. In there for as little time as possible and just get out of there. So
Hey,
yeah, I'm gonna go with Roman as the number 30 pick.
that's a good pick. I mean, WWE don't care because Roman one gets a lot of viewership on these, clips and videos. So WWE don't care for him to do it every now and then. So
Plus, it wouldn't be the first time that WWE has announced a return beforehand and then had them come out as number 30. Cody Rhodes.
but other oh shoot. Oh man. Other than that, I think that's it with Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
So,
I think that's us done.
yeah.
They're gonna put Roman above Edge on next year's list. Oh God, no, 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 no! If they ever did that, I'd be swinging. Casual shout out to the 7 p.m. UK start time buzzing for that. Hell yeah! Number 27 has won the most, if I recall. Yeah, but hey, number 27 could win it again, but who knows? No one ever predicts what number is going to win it. Like no one ever does that. Um. Oh, here's something we haven't done. Who do you think is going to be number one and number two in each Rumble?
mm, good pick. Um, hold on here. I think I could see Vegas will bet on anything. Yeah, Vegas will bet on anything. Um, mm, 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 mm. Um, I'll go with the man, and I think I'll go with Javon. I think that's why he'll be that one of the Iron Mans. He'll be either one or two. It don't matter. So I go with Javon and hmm, Javon and Cody. I'll go with Javon and Cody for one and two. Doesn't make any sense. Normally one and two makes good sense in a standpoint. That doesn't really make any sense. So I'm just gonna go with that. Women, I'll go. um, hmm,
Seeing the
I'll
Rumble
go.
set being built reminded me that this year's Mania sign logo is ugly. I haven't seen it yet, so I can't comment.
I'll go. I'll go. Io and Liv with the women.
I'm going something similar. I'm going something similar with the women. I for some reason I don't know why. I think they're going to have Io and Rhea be the first two, or actually either Io and Rhea and have like like the tag team like face off against each other at the start, or they're going to have Io and Kyrie. Is Kyrie in the Rumble?
Hmm.
Yeah, Io and Kyrie. You know what? I'm gonna change to Io and Kyrie just because of that little history between them two. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Io and Kyrie as the first two. For the men, I'm going to go. Is Randy Orton in the Rumble?
I'm assuming he's going to be. He's not announced, but I'm
He's,
assuming
but I
Randy will
assume
be.
he's going to be. I'm gonna go with Cody and Randy. I'm gonna go with Cody and Randy as the first two.
Hmm. Good shout. I like that. Anything else that I might have missed?
No, I think that's everything. Fatu and Solo? Nah, I don't. I'm not exciting enough. I don't think. Not for me. Solo and Howdy in the Rumble will be a fun watch. Oh, Howdy. Oh, yeah. I would love to see Howdy in the Rumble. I would love to
I,
see it.
I don't know if that concept makes sense for him to be in
But
the Rumble.
yeah, I would love it, but I don't think so. Cody Jacob, Rhea, EO for me. Cody Jacob makes sense because of the brawl, so it could happen. I just want Cody and Randy just as the as like a teaser for like a future feud. But yeah,
Yeah,
no,
for
we'll see.
sure. Uh, Other than that, I don't think I have anything.
No, I think that's it for me.
Okay. All
And plus,
right.
we're approaching 2 hours, so we've already gone really long.
Oh, I know. I know. I'm ready to. I'm like, oh, geez, I got to charge my phone before I go into work now. Um, but yeah. So I wrote it down. His Iron Woman is Io. Eliminations Jordan. Final four: Liv, Rhea, Io, and Bianca. Liv Morgan as the winner. Thank you. Thank you. Um,
Thank you.
my Iron Woman is Alexa Bliss. I'm going with Jordan Grace as well as eliminations. Liv, Bianca, Alexa, and Charlotte, my final four, with Bianca winning. For the men's side, the Iron Man for me is Javon Evans. His is Cody Rhodes. We both agree with Obafemi as the eliminations. He has Oba breaking Brock Lesnar's record. I don't think that's happening. Um, Final four for him: Roman, Sammy, Cody Rhodes, and Obafemi. I got Roman, Oba, Braun Breaker, and LA Knight, and he's got Roman. Is it eliminating Sammy?
Eliminating Sammy to win the Rumble. Yeah.
And I've got Roman eliminating LA Knight to win the Rumble. So that's the predictions quickly, and we've already talked about it. Hope you guys enjoyed this. We've almost went 2 hours, which is crazy, but first time in a while, so I don't mind it. Superdunk will happen one day. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But if you haven't already, please hit that like button. Greatly appreciate it if you do. Royal Rumble this Saturday. So today is today Wednesday? Gosh, Wednesday? Yeah.
Yeah, today's Wednesday. Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out my schedule with something. Wednesday, Thursday. I believe it will be on Friday, maybe Friday morning. I'm going to be live with doing the match simulations for both the men's and women's Royal Rumble. So I'm gonna do that live as a live stream on Friday. So I'm gonna do that, and then other than that, I have no idea. I've been with this day of consistency for the month. I've literally been just everywhere with doing stuff. So, but all right, so it's about time for us to get out of here. Hope you guys enjoy, and I appreciate it. I appreciate anyone coming in. It's trash day for me, so I know it's Wednesday. Understandable. Mine is on Tuesday, so mine is on Tuesday. Uh, so appreciate everyone coming in, and until next time. Okay, we'll have to figure it out, but we got to do our top 10 matches of 2025.
We got to do the matches like superstar wrestler of the year and all that. We need to sort that out at some point.
Well,
I really need to put time aside to actually watch each match and like make a list.
I have to too. Okay, trust me, I have a list. Like I've got it on my notes,
Yeah,
but
same here.
there's some matches I did not get to see yet. Like
Yeah,
other match, so I'm gonna have to do that. So we'll get with that. Oh, we'll figure it out. But we're
when
going.
we get around to it. Yeah.
All right. So all right. Hope you guys enjoy. Have a great day and everything. And peace out, y'all.
Take care, guys. Bye.